Shout out to everybody who's been patient. Thank you for being patient with me. I had a lot going on. However, I am back in the building and I feel great. Took a week off. I needed a break. You all needed a break from me. But I tell you who didn't need a break was the ridiculous stories. Of course, this is App Stupid, and I am burned. Whole bunch of stories actually to cover. Everything from Dabo Samuels, not Debo Samuels. I keep wanting to say Debo Samuels for some reason. Dabo Sweeney and his stupid self, and how he was out here virtue signaling, talking about football teams and paying players. Then Coach K is on these basketball streets. Coach K's out here prostituting himself, trying to get JJ Redick a job he obviously doesn't deserve. And then there's some revisits. We spun the block on a couple of stories. We spun the block on the Knicks with Suck My Nick Part 2, Part 2, and Shut the Flock Up Part 2. Again, a whole bunch of stuff going on, and we want to go ahead and get into that when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Drop the spot. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Download the app, order online, or visit the good folks at your local McDonald's. Try the new Cajun McCrispy chicken sandwich. Tender, juicy chicken, applewood smoked bacon for a limited time with Cajun sauce. At McDonald's, they also have the buy one, get one free or offer through the app only. At McDonald's, an extra quarter pounder or a Big Mac or a 10-piece nugget, you'll get one free. So many options, so much delightful food. McDonald's. I'm loving it. So we're going to start here with dumbass Dabo Sweeney. He's boycotting the transfer portal. Now, he's out here virtue signaling. This is going to come from Zach Barnett out of football. And, well, there's a lot of, I don't, these guys, and I'm at a loss for words with most of them because they were so naive. They thought that people were coming to these universities because of the history, the tradition, and man, all of that died in 1958. These guys are going to these colleges because you represent my chance to get to the next level. And so there's nothing wrong with guys putting their stock in coaches like that. But there's a long list of idiots out there who are coaching. And Dabo Sweeney from Clemson is no different. Sweeney's on that list, and he's doubling down on the transfer portal. Now, he was on the show on Sirius XM Radio where he said, and I quote, "There are three types of players in the portal. It's really pretty simple," Sweeney said. "Most of the guys in that portal aren't good enough to play for us." Really? You were 4-4 in that conference. 9-4 overall, 2-3. That record was on the road. That was last year. I think you need to rethink those statements, Dabo. Dumbass Dabo. You need to rethink all of those statements. And the statement is rich because if those guys aren't good enough for Ohio State, Georgia, Texas, then I think, they're good enough for you, moron. You don't even have to look out of the conference for the outlier in the portal. Look at Louisville. Louisville, after Satterfield drove that program into a hot dumpster fire, and then he went to run the same hustle on the good folks of Cincinnati. Jeff Brom, actually the prodigal son, he comes home. That's the first thing he did was raid the portal. Louisville played in the ACC championship game. Florida State had some guys actually come in out of the portal, and they played in the championship game. And so for you to sit here and say these guys aren't good enough, but Texas is out there getting them, Ohio State is getting them, Alabama, Georgia, these are heavyweights. And you talking about these guys aren't good enough to play for a 4-4 team, 9-5 overall. Get out of here. Sit your dumb ass down. And see, it's not just that he's had this epiphany. This is who Dabo Swinney always was. And when Clemson was in the highlight, he was sitting here, one of the first guys talking about, we shouldn't be paying players. Wow, why shouldn't you be paying players? They're the lion's share of what you do. You got millions off the backs of kids. You've got millions from kids who came in and trusted you to get to the next level. Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson. Tosh Boyd. What? Come on, man. Don't give me that, it was about discipline. It was a father figure. All that old BS they try to shuffle you. No. I went there because you can get me to the pros. That was my goal. That's been the family goal. That old weirdness. This is about the beauty of football. Take care of football. Football fans, they only feed football fans this empty platitude. A platter of nonsense. That's the only sport they do that. They don't do this in baseball. They don't do it in basketball. They damn sure don't do it in basketball. But they always seem to do that in football. Anyway, Dabo goes on to give this whole diatribe about how this type of player in the portal versus that kind of player, when you sift through the BS, Dumbo tells on himself when admitting Clemson doesn't have the money or war chest to go after difference makers in the portal. So there you go. There you go. Because of my stupidity and me not adapting to the times and being relevant, our NIL isn't effective. We don't have the money. So we're forced to do it this way. We're forced to be behind the 8 ball. Come on now. Come on now. That's what this is all about. We're crybabies now. We used to be good when we can lock up kids so we could actually trap them here, tell them that it was going to be one thing and it wasn't, and then you couldn't transfer anywhere, or you couldn't make money because of your accolades on the field. But we don't have the money. We don't have the war chest. But I tell you what, they're not good enough to play for us. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Again, sit your dumb ass down. So if you don't have the cash to beat other programs out and your NIL isn't set up to pay transfers, then why open your mouth about competing in a system that you can't? That is, if you sit back and you listen to most of these guys, it's just stupid shit. 24/7. You don't have the money. You're not present in the portal transfer, whatever it is. We understand you don't have the cash. But then you start crying. They're not good enough to play for us. It's like when you was younger, you was trying to holler at that chick, and she was like, no, I don't think so. And he was like, I don't want you anyway. I don't want to date you. I always thought you was ugly. Well, you didn't think she was ugly until she didn't want you. Just a dumbass rambling of words to signal to the naive football fan base. And that quote, we're still trapping kids out there. Then we can't afford better kids. That should have been the name of that piece. We're still trapping kids and playing ball like it's 1999 all over again. So, to the Clemson faithful, Tiger fans, I don't know what you plan on doing. That dude is dumb as shit and pretty much is stuck with him. We got more show. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. I'll be back.